Hey everyone, and welcome to another All About RVs video. Today we're going to take a look at the all new east to west Tandara 385 MB mid bunk rear living room fifth wheel travel trailer. We're going to take a few minutes, walk you around the inside and outside of the RV. Then we're going to close it all up and show you what it looks like closed. We'll be right back on the inside. All right, guys, we're up inside the all-new Tandara 385 MB fifth wheel here. We're gonna spin through the living room, kitchen area, and then we'll head up to the bedrooms. So starting over here on the left, this is gonna be your main slide out, which goes out the door side here. You have a freestanding table and chair kind of set up here. That table is actually attached to the wall. So there's no leg in the middle section there kind of interfering with your feet. You have 4 traditional RV chairs here along with some storage built into them as well. Now, one thing that's also a little different on the Tandara than some brands is it has no carpet in it actually. So you have all vinyl floor on the main subfloor, but then they use this new woven material that they're starting to use in some RVs instead of actual carpet. And this material is supposed to be much easier to clean up, wash down, things like that. Apparently they use it in like some boats and stuff. So a little bit different setup on the material on that slide out. You have nice large windows overlooking your campsite area, which does have the pull down roller shade, blackout shades there. All those windows do open so you can get a nice breeze through there. You have a manual theater seat here looking straight at your TV. It does have a little bit of storage in the middle there, and you have some cup holders. And also down there on the left of that, on that wall, is an electric outlet and USB charger behind those dinette chairs there. You have some overhead cabinets up above the sofa back there. Nice big windows across the back of the RV as well. And again, those windows open. You have electric outlet and USB chargers on both sides of the sofa there. And this sofa actually folds out, makes into a big bed. It's a trifold style sofa. It's a little different than what you'll find in most RVs, the way it actually opens and stuff, but it is a trifold sofa that comes out. Still gives you plenty of room to open up and walk around and everything back here. Electric fireplace, which is basically a fancy electric space heater, but they are pretty cool. They look really nice in an RV. You have a couple speakers inside here, and that little dark tint glass there flips up, so you got storage in there along with your radio system in there as well. The TV here will actually swivel out, so you can swivel it out either direction. You also have some storage up above that TV as well. Now on the side of the island, you do have one of your heat vents down there, kind of blowing out toward the rear couch here. You have an electric outlet there. There's also the propane leak detector back there. Your kitchen countertops on the island and around the stove area are a nice solid surface countertop. It's kind of like a Korean style material. You have quite a bit of storage built into the island here. So you have 2 drawers and then some undermount storage along with the trash can holder there as well. High-rise spraying sprayer faucet, large single bowl undermount sink, and then it has one of those great strainer covers as well. Over on this side, you have a Magic Chef oven, which does have the glass front. It has a light built into it as well, along with the light up knobs. Now you can only use either the knobs or the oven light one at a time. It doesn't turn them both on like some of the other oven brands, but it's still nice. It does work either way. And you have some storage and drawer space, counter space. On each side of the counter, there is an electric outlet, so you can set things there and plug them in as well. Window behind the stove does open. 3-burner stove top, and it has the glass lid there that kind of acts as a little bit of a backsplash for you. You have large microwave along with some storage above and around the microwave area there. Some nice hang down pendant lighting here. And then you have a turbo exhaust fan up here as well. Those things move a lot of air. Over here you have the 14.7 cubic foot Hisense residential refrigerator. So this works off of electricity, and then you have an inverter that will work it off of battery power when you're traveling down the road. If you are a boondock camper who is doing a lot of off-the-grid camping, I would recommend maybe adding 3 or 4 batteries if you're going to go with this type of fridge. Or they do offer a gas electric refrigerator, which is about $1,000 more than this one, but it is a 12 cubic foot gas electric fridge. And it will have kind of a white front on it. You'll see that, I think, in one of my other videos that I did of, I think it was the 285. So you do have a couple options for refrigerators there, depending on your camping habits. Now this area right here is pretty cool. This is a huge pantry, or you can do closet on the right and pantry on the left. Those shelves on the right are removable. And there's also some overhead storage up there as well. Now they are using the Coleman ducted air conditioning system. We'll pan up here a little bit so you can see this. So you have some LED lights up top, ductwork running down the middle of the RV. Right here, when you first walk in the entry door, you have your air conditioner and furnace control. So this one right here is controlling the downstairs air. We're gonna have a separate air conditioner control when we go up there, but it also controls the furnace. So you have some light switches. That turbo exhaust fan control is done right here. Slide buttons, awning buttons, interior, exterior, some light switches here. 12-volt tank heaters, water pump switch, an electric switch. Also, you're gonna have an outside switch you'll see when we get out there. Gas switch, and then here is your monitor panel for your battery, fresh black and gray tanks. Power inverter right here. This is here when you do the residential. If you don't do the residential, this won't be here. This right here is pre-wire for a solar system, and if you don't do the pre-wire, that won't be there either. Another heat vent there blowing out from under the steps. You have a little metal grab handle there to help you get in and out. Light switch on the sidewall. Now here is kind of the mid-bunk area. We'll also have a loft above us, you'll see when we get over there. But we're gonna pop up a few pictures of this. So you have another tri-fold sofa in here that will fold outward towards us. Now this takes up most of the floor space when this is out, but a couple adults could sleep on that fairly comfortably. There is a bunk above that sofa which will fold down, and there's a window behind it as well. So you could sleep roughly 3 people in here if you wanted to. There is a heat vent right here along with USB charger ports and an electric outlet. It also has that woven material on this slide as well. You have an electric box with some breakers and fuses there, little vent panel there. There, that dark square is a flip-up shelf. And there's TV hookups up there on the wall. So if you wanted to mount a TV there, again, electric outlet USB chargers over there. But the kids could use it to set some stuff on. They could use it as a little desk area if they're doing some schoolwork or something. You know, you could set it up to hold video game, DVD players, whatever. You know, you can put some stuff there. You have some shelf space and hanging closet there on the left. There is an air conditioner vent there on the right, trying to push some air down into this section. But overall, a decent little bedroom area or even a small office area. Now there's a little pull-out ladder right here to help the kid get up into this area here if you want, but you do have a loft area right here. So you got a window back there that'll open, air conditioner vent up there, and there's also an electric outlet and USB charger ports back there too. Now up here in the hallway, there is a little skylight here to let in a little more natural light. Your smoke detector up here above us, and another motion light right here. So I have it in on mode, but you can turn it off or flip it in motion mode. Here on the left, we have our bathroom. So we have a sliding pocket door right here. And I like that they use these little bit heavier duty straps here versus the plastic snaps. Porcelain foot flush toilet here. There's a sliding door which will go into the bedroom there, and you have a light switch there on the wall. You do have a pretty good amount and pretty good depth to that shelf space over there for your towels, washcloths, all that type of stuff. There's a heat duct down there as well. The unit has a one-piece fiberglass shower with the sit-down seat. You usually don't find a one-piece fiberglass shower until you get into some high-end products. So it is nice to see they're not, cheapening up on their bathroom area there. Sliding glass doors there. AC vent, and you can also see a little fan up top there and a skylight over there as well. And you have a traditional medicine cabinet there, some sink space, some storage underneath of there also. Bedroom door is a swing door here. Kind of see you have your little air conditioner control, light switch, the sliding door there. Now on the wall down there, there's a heat vent blowing out, USB charger ports, and electric outlet. There's also USB charger ports and electric outlet on the other side of the bed. The windows on each side of the bed do open. Again, you have pull down roller shades. This again was ordered with the second air conditioner feature, so you have another Coleman air conditioner up here, again blowing through all the duct working. You have two sliding doors there that slide in the middle. Kind of give you the mirror effect there. And the little blue hose there is for the outside utility shower outside. I forgot to put that out there. You have two long drawers there for some storage space. The window does open, and you have TV hookups up there as well, and a backer in the wall in case you want to mount a TV to the wall there. Now the closet's pretty cool. It does have a pretty big closet. If you do washer dryer, it does have washer dryer hookups and stuff back here. The closet also has motion lights in it. So again, set them on, off, or motion mode. Again, guys, don't forget to check out Couch's RV Nation, guys. They are one of the largest internet wholesale dealers in the country. Will definitely save you guys a lot of money on a new RV if you're interested. Another neat little feature, just something that they do differently than a lot of brands. The door here has a magnetic holder down there, just to kind of hold it back. And we are going to head outside. I want to show you around the outside of the RV. And then we're going to come back in and close it all up because I want to show you what it looks like closed as well to get you an idea on how that all looks. All right, guys, we're now back on the outside of the all-new Tandara 385 MB fifth wall here. And we're going to start here on the door side and kind of work our way around. So first things first, we have a power awning with an LED light strip built in. It's 12-volt powered. Arms are tiltable and adjustable to help with water runoff and stuff as well. The main base of the RV is a white fiberglass exterior. You have a lower black metal skirting around the outside with a lot of black trim and some nice vinyl graphics. The unit has the 4-point auto level system. So you have 2 front jacks here with the quick pull pins. Then you'll have 2 behind the axles as well, which you push a button, auto level things out. Now on auto level systems, the jacks are only so long. Most campsites are pretty level to start with, but if you do get in a situation where you run out of jack length, make sure you get some boards or something to put under there to help with that. Behind the first door here is one of your 30-pound propane tanks. You do have a pretty good size pass-through storage area here. You have some TV hookups on the left, motion light over there on the left as well. You can see some of the aluminum tube framing and stuff that the RV is made out of, along with the plywood decking there as well. But a pretty nicely finished off area. Now on the baggage doors, you can see I have them up right there, and they are attached to a magnetic holder instead of a plastic latch. These baggage doors have the nicer metal slam lock baggage door handles, and also the door is a little bit thicker, so it's a little bit better insulated than some other brands of mid-style fifth wheels. Nice gloss shine to that fiberglass as well. You have 2 outside speakers up there. Some storage here, again, another motion light. You have an electric outlet back in there as well. You have the More Ride step above step going in and out of the coach. Now this step is rated for 500 pounds, where a traditional hover step is only rated for 300 pounds. It has adjustable feet, so you can kind of adjust it a little bit to the terrain that you need. There's also a little amber light back in behind there as well. Traditional entry door here, so it's just a solid entry door. It does have a screen door, but no window or peephole or anything in it. You have a large folding entry handle there to help you get in and out of the coach. Also, next to the door area there is going to be your model number. This is where most of the manufacturers put their model number. So you can see 385 MB. And also you'll see a little advertisement there as well, again, about that Azdel composite material. Very important add-on to the construction of an RV. So that fiberglass is glued to the Azdel composite material instead of an 1/8" wood Luan board. Which basically what that means to you is Azdel is a little bit better insulator. It doesn't rot, mold, and mildew like wood Luan could do if it leaks. So if that handle were to cause a leak in the wall or the window there or the awning arm, whatever, you know, and water gets in behind there, it's a lot less likely to get damaged due to having Azdel instead of wood Luan backers. This one was ordered with the optional second awning. So again, power awning, adjustable arms, 12-volt powered. and LED light strip built in as well. The unit's a dual axle, has 4-wheel electric brakes. You can see back in between the axles right there, the More Ride CRE 3000 suspension upgrade. Nice feature right there. That's standard on the RV. And basically that's kind of like shocks for a camper. It really helps out with the road vibrations and stuff. Just kind of makes it a little bit smoother ride for you, but also doesn't beat up the RV as bad. You have an electric outlet here in the middle of the slide. Now, popping up down here below this slide, you can also see there's a gas line hookup back there. There's also your spare tire underneath and the enclosed underbelly system as well. On the back side here, you have a ladder that comes down nice and low, so it's pretty easy to step up onto. That ladder is rated for 250 pounds. The unit has a nice arch to the roof system up there, so it just kind of helps a little bit with water runoff and stuff. Another nice bonus on the Tandara here is it does have a backup light system on it. So when you are at a campground trying to back in at night, it's a little bit easier to see. The truck backup lights are pretty much blocked by the RV, so it's real hard to see when you are backing up. Most RVs, if I walk through here, you'll see, you know, that Vibe over there, no backup lights, that Sabre over there, no backup lights. You know, so they're a little bit extra feature here that you don't find on a lot of these other ones. Another nice feature down here is going to be this little 2-inch hitch receiver down here. Also has a 4-way flat wiring for towing purposes. The hitch is rated for a 300-pound max tongue weight and a 3,000-pound pulling capacity. So obviously you can't pull anything real heavy and big, but it's nice for a small boat or something along those lines. Maybe a little trailer with a golf cart or something on the back of it, or something. But again, don't exceed that. Very important to never exceed that. Your detachable power cord right here on the rear. That's roughly about a 25 or 30 foot cord. Now, one thing I was about to forget to mention there, up top, this one is pre-wired for the observation camera up there, or backup camera, depending on how you set it up. Observation camera is what most people go with, and that is by Furrion. That is, again, an aftermarket option this customer chose to do. So it will have a camera up there, and it will come with a screen that will suction cup to the window of your truck, allowing you to see behind you when you're driving down the road or backing into a campsite. Down below here, you can see the freshwater tank drain along with the rear auto level jack system. Don't forget, guys, to check out CouchesRVNation.com. They are one of the largest internet wholesale dealers in the country. Will definitely save you guys a lot of money on a new RV. Now, here in front of this slide, you have your 10-gallon gas electric water heater right here. You can see in that picture popping up in the lower middle, the 1 1/16 drain socket, the on-off electric switch in the lower left, and then your pressure relief valve in the top middle. Just remember to relieve that pressure before you attempt to drain it. Your furnace there on the right, that's your furnace exhaust out area. You have a light down here with a little switch to turn it on and off. That's a nice little feature there because your dump is, again, right here. And if you're out here trying to mess around at night, you can see a little bit easier. Also underneath of there is your low point water drains for winterization purposes or long storage purposes. In here is your docking station. Now what's nice here is your gray galley and black dump handles are right here. So you're not having to crawl underneath of the RV to find those, they're right here. Once you hook up your dump hose, just come right here and do what you need to do. You have an electric outlet, battery disconnect, another motion light, along with all your hookups and stuff here for your water. So black tank, city water, your winterization valves or fresh tank fill area right there. outside utility shower with hot and cold water, water pump switch, and your cable satellite inlets. Now that outside utility shower has that blue hose you've seen, I think, when we were inside there, and that blue hose stretches out about, I think, 12 to 15 feet, something like that. So if you do create a mess out here, you can hose things down. Now behind this door is going to be your second 30-pound propane tank, and also your main regulator right there. And that is where you would flip back and forth between bottles manually, or start off one or the other, whichever way you want to do it. But it will auto bleed over in case one runs out if they're both on. Now in this front corner here, you have your jack controls. You can see pop up there. So you have the BAL jack system right there. Some little instructions there on how to operate it and everything. Just below that is some more important stickers. The first one popping up is going to be your main data sticker. This tells you your production date of your RV, tells you your axle sizes, your tire sizes, also tells you the VIN number, and again, most importantly, the gross vehicle weight. Do not exceed the gross vehicle weight. That's the most you can load the RV up to before you risk breaking or damaging it. The next sticker popping up is going to be your unloaded vehicle weight sticker. And this sticker tells you what the RV weighed when it rolled off the factory assembly line, with the options that were on it. Also tells you now the length of the RV. Next sticker is going to be your carrying capacity sticker. This basically just tells you how much stuff you can load into it before you exceed that gross vehicle weight. Next sticker, real important also, your tire sticker, which tells you your tire size again, but also tells you your proper tire pressure for the tires. Tires are only rated to hold a certain amount of weight at a certain pressure. If you let that pressure drop too low, it cannot hold the weight of the RV properly, and it's real easy for the tires to blow out. So make sure, guys, you do check your tire pressure. There's a lot of side load twisting and torquing and stuff that goes on these RV tires. So definitely important to check your tire pressure, and also real important to check your lug nuts every now and then as well. Again, with all that twisting, torque and stuff that goes on, sometimes it can work loose your lug nuts. So check those as well, guys. Up front here underneath, you do have a large storage compartment, and basically right there is going to be your inverter if you do the residential fridge, a battery compartment and everything right there. And up top is some controls for the auto level jack system. Now that's something you're not going to really mess with up there unless something were to kind of break or get out of kilter, but that is where some of the brain controls are. Now we're going to pop up a picture here of that front cap. Pretty cool. Love the glow LED lights down both sides there. And also it has a really nice hitch light down there. So if you're trying to, again, hook up at night or unhook at night, you do have another light right there as well. Nice fiberglass cap on the front though. All right, guys, we are going to head back inside. I want to close it all up and show you what it looks like closed. We'll be right back on the inside. All right, guys, we're back inside the new Tandara 385 MB here. And I want to show you what it looks like with the slide outs closing up on the RV, and kind of what it would look like going down the road or at a rest area scenario here. So again, these are 12-volt slides, electric motors, individual systems here. So I have 4 different buttons here. So basically I have the door slide, the kitchen slide, the mid-bunk slide, and then the bedroom slide. So we are going to run in the kitchen slide first for you here. So the slide kind of tilts upward a little bit to come in over the main floor a little bit easier. Now it is very important when you run these slides in and out to make sure that the floors are clean and to make sure that there is nothing outside that you're going to run into. Very, very important. If your floor has rocks, pebbles, kids' toys, something like that, that slide will literally run it over. It don't care what's in its way, and it will tear your floor. So very important to make sure you have a clean floor. And you kind of see here when this slide comes in, it gets real close to that island right there. So you're not really getting to any of that equipment back there when the slide is closed. When, again, it's closed, I could come in here and get to my refrigerator right here the way it is. Not going to be able to get to half of my pantry section, but I could get to the other side. So these are just little things that you want to think of when you load your RV, you know, in case you are stopping at that rest area or whatever, and you want to be able to grab things out of there. So again, we have this slide coming in. Now, if I need to stop, you can kind of see here, I'm kind of letting off the button and the slide is, you know, halfway in, halfway out scenario. The slide comes in, you may have heard that little ratchety sound, basically telling me that it is all the way in. So I can still kind of come in here and squeeze through here and get to my fridge. I could technically stand in here, wash my hands kind of thing if I needed to. But I can come in and get to a small section. The most important thing is going to be my fridge to load it, or you know, grab a drink out of there. And then again, I could use the right side of the pantry if I needed to. Now in here, the bunk area right here, this also kind of comes upward at a little bit of an angle. You can see it comes right on in, lifts up a hair when it's all the way in. But I could come in here, I could get to the kids' little closet area or something like that if I needed to. When you go back out, kind of the same scenario, you just hit the button there and the slide will go right on back out. Now up here in the bedroom area, I am going to actually have to set down the camera just to kind of show you what this looks like, because the button is too far away here. But we're going to set this down and kind of give you an idea what that looks like as well. Looks like I forgot to close that dresser drawer all the way also. But this slide comes in, and this is going to butt pretty much up against the dresser area right here. So when this slide is all the way in, I could still come in here and basically use my bed. I could, you know, climb across the bed, get to the closet if I needed to, but I can't get in my dresser. So real simple. Again, push a button, it goes in and out. We'll run out these downstairs slides here just so you guys can kind of see how that works. Again, guys, thank you very much for taking the time to check out my videos. Really do appreciate it. I hope these help teach you guys some little bits of ins and outs of the RVs and how they work.